Hello and welcome to Low Budget Gaming. I wanted to make this introduction video to tell you about this channel and what it is about. Basically, I'm trying to help you guys and myself game on a budget, so not spend too much money and still enjoy gaming. Now the reason for this is basically in 2017, this year, I've noticed that a lot of AAA games are becoming too expensive. They are no longer enjoyable. They have microtransactions, they have day one DLCs, they are not patched properly, and they end up costing more than 60, like 80, 100. And they also have loot boxes and stuff, so they even break the gameplay. So I am getting fed up of this, and I'm also getting tired of making these ranty videos. So I'll still make a few rant videos every now and then, but I would like to enjoy gaming. So what I thought was, if we focus on gaming on a budget. Now I'm not saying just play indie games and stuff like that, but save our money, be smarter with money, and figure out how we can enjoy gaming without getting frustrated with all these things. So what I'll do here in my channel is, I've already been doing a few things. So what I do is I make these free game alert videos. Now what these are basically, a lot of game publishers and developers, they give away their games free occasionally. Now this is usually for 1 or 2 days on Steam or GOG. Now it could be for various reasons. For example, they may have a second game coming out, so they give away their first game for free. They may be celebrating an anniversary and they may give away a game then, or could be any other reason. So I make these videos and they seem to be popular. People tend to like them, so I'll continue making them. So you can get a free game quite easily here, but you have to claim them within a certain time. Now recently, these are some of the games. They even Outlast was free recently for 2 days, and a lot of people picked that up. So yeah, so like I said, a lot of free games. Then I also make something where I look for deals and sales. Now GOG, Humble, Steam, they all have deals all the time, so occasionally I find some great deals and I make videos on that as well. I'm also planning on making a recommendation sort of series where I look at certain good games that you can get quite cheaply, and they'll also be easier to run on your system simply because they're a few years old now. For example, let's say, take the example of Shadow of Mordor. Now Shadow of Mordor came out in 2014, so it's not that old. At launch it was $60 and the season pass was about $20. So if you bought that full game in 2014, it would have cost you $80. Shadow of War, the sequel, is coming out this month. That thing is about $60, $80 and $100, so 3 versions of that. Plus it also has loot boxes, so you'll end up paying a lot more than $100 if you want to play the game. They also, what I've also heard is, they have added a certain mechanic where you have to do a lot of grinding, otherwise you spend money and level up. So that, in my opinion, is gone too far. I'm not interested anymore unless they sort it out, unless we get reviews and people tell us that okay, it's not affecting the gameplay. So if you look at Shadow of Mordor, the previous game, 3 years later, during Steam summer sales, you can get it for as low as $4, and that is for the full Game of the Year version. So stuff that would have cost you $80 3 years ago, you can get that for $5. So I'm trying to find games like that, and I'll make recommendations for those type of games. So that is the aim here. And also I'll do a few let's plays and gameplay first impressions and a quick sort of look at certain games that fall into this low budget category. And so yeah, basically what I'm saying is, low budget doesn't mean it has to be indie games and smaller titles. It can be AAA titles from a few years ago. So yeah, and yeah, let me know what you guys think of this, and if you have any suggestions and other ideas for this sort of thing, do let me know. Have a look around and see if you like something, and yeah, give me some feedback and consider subscribing if you like this sort of stuff. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you around.